Hello, this is Nathan, and welcome to Roadwarden, a text-based RPG game. It's pretty popular on Steam. The devs were kind enough to give me a key, so I'm here playing it, just supporting them, and I've been pretty interested in this game since I first seen it, just never got around to it, so I think this is a perfect time to show it off, so let's do it. Alright, so I'm going to be just kind of summarizing what I'm reading here. There's a lot of reading in this game from what I could tell, and that could take a while. So it looks like we're choosing if we're kind of what our character is. So Roadwardens not only accept the struggle, they embrace it, the wilderness. They deliver messages, assess merchants, burn human corpses, and if possible, get rid of the beasts and highwaymen. Live on the road, die young, or retire early. So I leave the safety of the city walls. I still have my doubts. We'll just leave the safety, I guess. Alright, so set our difficulty. We got casual, standard, and restrictive. You know what? Let's just do standard. Let's get the standard experience. I'm definitely not a noob, hopefully, but we'll see. Maybe the game will prove me wrong. I always like a challenge, though. While standing, no wolves around. Good signs. This should be the place you're looking for, but you hear no voices, no labor. The gate is ajar, but the camp isn't safe. The night is near. Okay. I think we'll look around cautiously. Considering the noise, you doubt that anyone noticed the clatter of hooves. Okay. So we got some hills, some sparse woods. Gonna look for another shelter. Sneak to the gate. Let's peek inside. Let's peek inside. Ooh. Your heavy boots hit the ground and the pain of the long ride finally catches up with you. Stretch out. All you want now is a table, a decent chair, a nice mug of beer, and some warm stew. Interesting. Okay. I think it's just showing us what our vitality is. It's a little tutorial. It's a military camp. Plenty of wasted space. The fire pit is cold. 2 people are sitting at the table, disheartened. After a moment, you notice the quiet humming. You recognize the melody of a lighthearted drinking song from the city harbor. They don't look like a threat. Takes them a few breaths to glance in your direction. The first person greets you with a wave of his hand. A mace with a head covered in iron hangs at his side, but he doesn't reach for it. The second guy, protecting herself, her eyes are wary yet kind. She smiles. Through there be more 8, you believe. I'll let them speak first. It's nice to see an unharmed traveler in the godforsaken shithole. Makes me just a tiny bit hopeful. The bearded man voice strong yet timid. You'll be staying the night with us, I guess. We're soldiers, he and I, as the armored woman. Can we click on these? No. Her moment switches from half asleep to relaxed. We'll do our best to keep the camp safe, but we're to take first watch. It'd be a huge help if you were to take first watch. Travelers ought to help each other, wouldn't you say? Sure, leave it to me. Fantastic. I don't remember the last time I had more than a half night of sleep. The man flashes you a wide smile. It's easy to wake us up. Just yell. Ask about their lieutenant. You wonder how to phrase your question. Whenever you meet new people, you can influence how they perceive you by selecting one of the attitudes. So we got friendly, playful, distance, intimidating, vulnerable. I think we should be friendly. I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? Can I I'm sure you're busy, so if you could just introduce me to your lieutenant. I'm looking for your lieutenant. Woman lets out a loud sigh, dusts of her gambeson, and steps toward you. She pays little attention to the sword at her side. We most definitely can, you and I, though holding this rank is still somewhat new to me. I'm your new Roadwarden. My horse is waiting outside. Really? The soldier in shirt leans forward. That explains how you got here in one piece all by yourself. I'm Tulia, by the way. How do you want people to call you? We'll say AZ. Grasp is confident, the shake is slight. We don't need to smell its dung. Oh, just keep your horse away from the tents. Okay. There's one issue. The soldier in the shirt also rises to his feet. We've no tent to spare. You'll have to use a blanket or something. No problem. Enjoy observing the stars. Let's see. Alright, our horse can trot for a long time but can't outrun some of the local monsters. Yeah, it's my only companion here when I feel it at ease. Takes a few steps toward you, scolding you with another snort. You scratch the bottom of its neck. Humans see useful animals and even pets as monsters in disguise. Getting emotionally attached to them is believed to lead humans to their doom. Interesting. You end up next to the fire pit. You take a couple of minutes to examine its back, just in case. While the riding equipment is not that heavy for such a strong animal, with enough time it starts to chafe. Need to unpack. Ooh, okay. Aside from the travel set, you own a few valuable possessions. Fighter. I have a fine gambeson. I'll have to see what that is. I've never heard that. An axe made of steel and a reliable crossbow. A mage. I have a talismans that help me use my powers, as well as an iron axe and a worn gambeson. Scholar. Carry written instruments and alchemical ingredients. Kind of like the fighter. Open the inventory to see your stuff. Alright, so what do we got? Food rations. A pouch with coins. Oh, it's a type of clothing? Padded defensive jacket made of linen filled with rags. Cheapest type of armor. Travel set. Weapons. Okay. Alright. Okay. They're at the table again, observing your beast and chatting between themselves. One more howl was put at a previously unused end of the table. Whoa. One more bowl was put at a previously unused end of the table. You can sit down on a tree log. I thank them for the meal, but I don't want to eat with them. I sit down at Nascatulia. I joined them. We're going to be nice. We're going to be friendly. No reason to be mean to other people. Welcome you with a meal, even a humble one, is beyond their duty. Soldiers live with and for their companions, constantly on the move from one part of the realm to another, making sacrifices to protect their group as they face dozens of hideous their creatures. Their lives are filled with discipline, hardship, and camaraderie. Okay. Different responsibilities, different lifestyles. Yeah, Roadwardens are more working themselves. No laws, so they're like mercenaries. That kind of thing. Kind of remind me of Witchers. You know, I mean, they obviously had their own self-imposed rules and how society viewed them, but kind of the same vibe. Alright. I'm afraid I can tell you this less than I would like to and less than I should. As you can see, there's not a lot of us left. 5 are dead, 1 has run away in tears. The man leans forward. He sounds like a kid asking a bard to sing one more story, tell a joke, or do a magic trick. What did the officials tell you? I expect not that much. No soul governs these lands. We'll share. How little guidance you received. Who knows how many villages, bandits, or monsters may be found in the unmapped hills and forests. Most of them never return. Do they turn in walking corpse or find they're looking for? No soul could tell me, so I was looking for your guidance. What else we got? Food? Nourishment? Okay. Where should we start? Ooh. I've lost my robe. Can you spare one? You're in luck. She brings it back. Take it. Plan to leave it behind. Not going to give any of the food. What was your squad's mission? You know the usual, making the roads safe, keeping people alive. What should I know about the peninsula? How long did it take you to get here from the city? On a decent palfrey, I guess it would be 3-4 days? When you confirm, she says, from here you can reach the coast in about a day, as long as you don't make any stops. Do you know the situation? I know ships come here. You nod. The sea route allows Halvavan officials to keep in touch with coastal villages, collect taxes, move the soldiers, collect lumber, deliver tools. But maintaining order on a wild coast, as this one, it's like filling the ocean depths with coins. Because of the rocks, you can hardly stop a ship 5 miles from the shore, and boats can't get much closer. Man clears, sir. I mean, you know where to guard this road. The camp is our post. Don't take it the wrong way, Z, but are you a devout soul? Part of the United Church? Order of Truth? My fellowship? I'm a pagan? No, I'm not. Let's do the fellowship. Kind of like that. Oh, I see. I don't know how much about the River of Faith, but I'm sure we're not that different. I'm a Unite myself. So she follows the United Church. The people here are disquieting. Every few words she taps the table with her finger. Their traditions won't help them negotiate with the officials. Here. She starts to draw lines with her index finger. The peninsula is connected with roads. In the northwest, you'll find a weird village at a bog. It's not exactly pagan, I don't think. It even has a priest who claims to be eremite, like yourself. They do crazy shit. They use the dead to cut down trees and dig in soil. Once I saw it, I begged to never return there. Every generation learns how to adapt to the dangerous conditions they have to deal with, and rustic, pagan traditions muddy their river of faith. We're able to speak with these. You can see why they were never eager to go there if you could avoid it. Maybe they'll be more welcoming to a Roadwarden. The roads are dangerous. If you're heading to the undead village, you'll get an inn first, and soon. You'll get to an inn first, I see. Pelt to the north is a safe place. You can talk with the innkeeper or the guards, ask him about the road. How about the east? There are hills, forests, rivers. We saw a tunnel sculpted in leaves and branches, but we didn't enter it. Wilderness all around. Any monsters? We saw all sorts of beasts. Goblins, trants, cats large and small, runners, howlers, wolves, spiked boars, mufflin eaters, griffins, but we managed to stay away. Though palfrey should be fine. The trees are so tall that a flying creature could keep to the coast and mountains. There's not that many humans around, and the animals are busy fighting among themselves. Alright. Let's see, anything known about the camp? You can sleep here whenever you want, though don't expect to wake up without a pain in your back. What happened to the previous Roadwarden? Aren't you a bit late for a rescue mission? We haven't heard from him for almost half a year. The bearded soldier starts to scratch the table with the tip of his knife. I don't remember his voice. Always busy, drowning in things to take care of. He'd sit somewhere, sharpen his sword, fix his loud mail, clean clothes, write notes on the wax tablet of his. Yep, and leave it on. Like us, Asteron never gets bored. Okay. If anyone knows, they won't tell us if they're dead. Maybe someone is keeping him in a basement. We haven't seen him or his saurian. Something ate him, I bet. The officials have hired you, right? They don't expect him to return. Neither one of us had any insight into his dealings. My predecessor left me no clues. We also took a look at Asteron's stuff. Wait, I almost forgot. He has kids in a village near Hollivan. I was planning to take all his things there. A pouch, a second spear, a decent bow, some potions, quite a treasure. But I would much prefer to bring them the truth about their father. Here's a catch. So we're going to try to tell him where he is if we can figure it out and get his stuff. We've hired a messenger to ask the commanders for further orders. Since she hasn't returned and you know nothing about her, she either ran away or something happened to her. We aren't meant to stay here until fall. What do you think? Come see us, tell what you've learned about the man? If he's alive, I don't think he's going to be happy about me taking away all of his possessions. Oh, new journal entry. True, but he's considered dead. I doubt he'd begrudge you anything. And who knows, maybe you just find a shell lying on the roadside somewhere. He wears mail, uses a spear mostly, maybe 5 feet tall but stout, long red beard, short hair, pale face, rarely smiles. If you were me, where would you go? To the inn, of course. The one northwest from here. If you can't afford the room, the main hall is free of charge. Alright, sounds like we should go to the innkeeper. Or the inn. Avoid cheap jokes, stick to trade, don't waste his time. Show him what you can be relied on. What happened to your squad? I think we got everything. Are you sure? We may not be around the next time you come here. Like what? I'm good. Here, we'll quick save. I agree. And you do better than Astrion did. Stay vigilant. She winks at you, shattering the mask of a soldier. Thank you for your help. You go to the barrel and splash water on your face, which makes you even more aware. Stay tidy to have a better chance to influence others. After the night, you'll only get worse. Your horse is already napping, still too anxious to lay down. Just observe the area. There's plenty of griffins around, though they won't try to jump over the palisade. Probably. Better watch out for the apes. They climb up and carry out any food they can. There's one really loud werewolf that keeps smelling the wall that has never tried to get in. This sounds like Dwarf Fortress. Am I like a little story of Dwarf Fortress? He points at a gate. The lieutenant and I will block the entrances. They're quite heavy, so if anyone comes here looking for shelter, better call us to help you out. Better throw them a rope if they're getting chased. If it gets cold, feel free to make a fire. Watchtower. Oh, here. Oh, nice. This is the watchtower. Just climb up to the tallest one. You'll have a great view of the northern side, the more dangerous side. And I know you're tired after all that riding. He points to the tent on the other side of the camp. I can handle a couple hours sleeping on the ground. If you wish, go there after me and rest. Go there after me and rest just this once. At least have a paladin in sight. Sure. Put your blanket on the tallest crate and sit down. The night is warm, but the sporadic summer breeze brings gentle refreshment. For the most of the time, you spot smaller critters and birds, but there are exceptions. At one point, you see a three-horned deer trying to challenge one another. Before they clash their antlers, a two-legged dragonling appears, leading its much smaller offspring. The furry beasts try to intimidate the predators with roars and aggressive head movements. Both sides walk away. Okay. You hear the death screams of distant prey. Runners are chasing gray hair. A dust fox is running together with a lynx, making playful screeches. Can only guess how much time has passed. Once you feel you've had enough, you climb down and go to a tent, waking up the bearded man. Okay. Go to sleep. Sleeping in a tent is not the stuff of dreams, but it's much welcomed rest. Cool. The Merchant Guild wants to take control of this realm. Your wardening duties are secondary. First and foremost, you need to explore the peninsula. Get to know the locals, and if you can, convince them to consider negotiations with Haviland officials and traders. 40 days. Interesting. Once you finish your reconnaissance, you should speak with Tulia and return to Haviland. There you'll report back to your employer and get your reward. In the meantime, you have your own goal to pursue. Okay, so we got some extra coins for someone I care about. I need to get some extra coins so I can retire early and live in prosperity and safety. If I gather enough connections among the local leaders, I'll use them to become a major player in the Merchant Guild. I want to be remembered as a soul who brought peace and order to this realm, a hero. So I want to help people, make this region safer for the locals and the newcomers alike. I need to find a new life for myself. I have a difficult past, and I want it to be forgotten. You know, let's just do the help people thing. You're half asleep senses and catching the sounds of the wild forest. Okay. You can't travel during the night. Press the sleep button to rest. Okay. Wait. Okay, cool. Sleeping in a tent. You can spend the night in a borrowed tent. It's nothing special, but it will protect you. So it looks like we minus a... whatever this, hygiene, -2 food, I'm assuming. Plus no hearts. What's this, though? You don't need to eat now. Okay. Alrighty. You're woken up by sunlight, well rested and ready. Without haste, you gather your things. After only a couple of breaths, you notice a weird smell like a roast. No burning meat. No, burning meat. Burning, rotten meat. Disgust crawls into your consciousness. You exit the tent. Let's see what's going on. The man in shirt looks at it contemplatively. Tulia is the first one to address you. AZ, she greets you with a nod. We use the horse's manure for the flames, so don't worry about cleaning it up. We see a burning corpse. The latter, young one, she liked the pneumonia, to understand that she couldn't get inside the camp without climbing. I stabbed her with a spear from a safe distance. One more fog and she'd be a real threat. Even now it took a couple of hits to knock her down. Whoa. Sooner or later, every human shell wakes up, gathering more strength with each soul it devours and each moment it spends in the fogs. Burning the dead is not a religious practice, it's a necessity. Soldiers, priests, village mayors, even road wardens. Making large fire takes a lot of time, but it saves lives. Weird undead. Oh, I see, it's up here. Running away from the reek, huh? Don't blame you. Find us here if you need us, or if you learn what happened to Asterion. Okay, prepare myself for the journey. You somehow missed the fact that your mount is already saddled and warmed up. You put on your gambeson and make sure that your axe is something. Use the travel button to see the map and move to another area. The paw-free knickers, ready to leave. It's time for you to get to the crossroads north from here. Okay. Travel forward to continue your journey. I like the art. It's very cute. I like the aesthetics. Find a pack of 4-legged griffins. They're larger than foxes and merge the features of birds and furred beasts. Each one's a different size. Their fronts are covered with vivid feathers, while their rears have darker fur. Their wings are massive, making them impressive jumpers, but they're too heavy to fly. About 24 beasts are yelling, brawling, and chasing each other around, blocking your path. These like big buffalo-sized creatures. It said bigger than foxes, which there's a lot of different animals bigger than foxes. Usually the safest approach would be to stay where you are and just wait for the pack to get hungry. It may, however, take up to a couple of hours. You're thinking about your conversation with Tulia. You've got a lot to do and time may be of the essence. Force, use violence. I take my axe and... Okay, the icon marks the actions that involve a random chance. But it says, if you have any vitality points, you can use a warrior's training to access unique interactions. I mean, I do. Oh. Huh. Well, we can quick save it, I guess. Let's see, grab my crossbow. The creatures fall on its sides and screams, alerting companions. Confused, they look around and after a while they run away, one of them limping with their coral in its thigh. Interesting. Let's see. Sewing experience? Gambling? Huh. Okay. Alright, first crossroads. The forest to the right is lush and the trail overgrown. Kids used to have this song. How did it go? The harshest pathways leads to the dragon's lair. Those who search for treasure, do you truly dare? It was... So... The signpost isn't clear. Put someone who can't write. Covered in old red paint, it points east. Blood there. Danger to be found. There's not a soul to ask for guidance. Look at my horse. What's its name? Neo. Neo is peaceful as you stroke its mane. Maybe it can't help you choose a path, but you spent many years together. Happy to go on, it takes a couple steps forward. Time to make a turn. Well, we're gonna go west, of course. Ooh, what's that? Neo trots with ease, unbothered by the few branches covering the beaten road. Sight of a nearby wolf pack worries you, but once you push your hips forward and your palfrey enters a canter, the beasts don't even begin pursuit. You notice a stone tower, taller than the trees. Must be the end. Three armed people are on the ramparts. I don't see anybody. Though you only see what's above their waistline. They're leaning on the parapet? Parapet? Right next to the gate, and you think you notice a glimpse of a smile. They wear gambesons, each one of them dyed differently, yellow, green, and linen gray. Alright. Woman in yellow. Let's see. I haven't seen a horse for years now. I just said that it's weird to see such large jackass, huh? Her voice is young and strong, with an accent that reminds you of villages spread around Hovelin. But no jackass would wear a saddle, I'd say. She exchanged a few words with the male guard wearing green, giving you time to move closer. Well, this one here says there's really are donkey saddles. Say, traveler, how hard is it to ride a horse? I kind of like playful. They seem like it. You wouldn't believe it. The lessons were a pain. You may be in a good mood, but don't get so noisy when you talk to our boss. The man never smiles. He has a world's suffering sculpted on his face. Once you're ready, go inside, speak with our boss. Maybe you're hungry. Okay. Very small area. A muscular... Oh wait, if you're at an inn in the morning, you can spend the entire day on resting. Okay. A muscular man is sweeping the floor near the stairs, but after he glances at you, he leans the broom against the wall and heads behind the counter. You're lucky to show up. I have a keg of decent ale, wormwood, bog myrtle, juniper berries, cat's foot. It's gonna spoil soon, today maybe, and we don't drink here before the even. I hate to see the good stuff going to waste. His skin is dark, almost purple, rare even among the southern tribes, and his hair is naturally bluish. His clothes are quite fancy for manual labor. The elegant tunic wouldn't stand out in the city square. Here you go. But just so you know, my pelt to the north doesn't belong to Halvin. You can sleep on the floor if you wish so, but if you want a better meal, you have to pay. We have some leftovers from dinner, but I need to check. It sounded like we need to be kind of distant. Be sad, tired, afraid, or hopeless. Let's do it. I guess there's no point in waiting for Asterion then. I'm glad to see someone taking his place. Even my crew here hits the road only if they need to see the healers of Howler's Dell. There's no guests here at this time, or hardly ever. I can take a short break. Sure. Drink the ale, don't be rude. The Leon spring hits your nose, and the first sip is even too complex, too flowery. While the brewer has used fancy ingredients, exotic licorice ruins the aftertaste. The innkeeper nods. I was hoping to see someone willing to patrol the roads. Maybe you'll help me. There are brigands in the woods. Our place is a stronghold, so I'm not afraid of an open strike, but they've gotten more active in the last 2 years. One day, they may steal our furs, and I've no doubt they're the reason why merchants come here only once. I want you to reach Howler's Dell, northwest from here. It's the largest settlement around. I'm sure you'll get there sooner or later. Ask Thias, the mayor, about Glossia, the bloodthirsty wolf of a woman. I've heard rumors about a raid in the north. Glossia is ready to break the truce with the locals. I'm willing to join forces with them to get rid of her band. He looks at nearby Dragonbow. Not too difficult, right? Just do it when you have a chance. A couple days won't make much of a difference. Pay 2 coins when you get back with the news. Sure. What can you tell me about the peninsula? I've lived in this inn for over 10 years now. I've only seen a couple of roads, a couple of places. Just once you get here and you see how harsh it is to hit the road, you have only more reason to stay at the warm stove behind a wall, even if it's suffocating. I'm sure you've heard a lot already that the people don't build hamlets anymore. There are no more ibexes from the south, and the traders stay for only a few days. All of our iron is used for cauldrons, not swords or tools. So haunted. If we go west. What is it? You'll find a village, haunted village. But keep riding. Okay, so there's a small path. There's a small path south which leads to an old mine in the mountains. Nothing to find there. But keep riding north, and you'll find Howler's Dell, set at Clean Brook. Farmers live there, and mouflons and druids. I know of a bit of the next settlement, Old Pagos. The soil ain't too fertile. The third village is unknown to me. White marshes set at the bogs. So 3 villages really. Howlers, the one near the monastery, whatever it's called, and marshes. Don't let their beds and palisades fool you though. Weird people live there. Don't tell them more than you need to. Are the east as bad as it seems? No soul is there. One day all these roads will be swallowed by the trees again. The furthest my team has ever gone was the home of the Enchantress. Just stay on track until you reach the crossroads, right near an abandoned watchtower. From there, turn east, you'll recognize the place. It's a nice home in a lonely meadow. She lives as a hermit, Eudocia. I don't even know how she survives there, but if you don't have a decent coin, can't find much there. Alright. I could eat something. Do you have any leftovers? Yes, I feed them to our boar. I won't give them away for nothing. Go through the gate, turn left, you'll see a bunch of bushes. We need some berries. Bring me a bucket full. You'll be done in half an hour or so. Your horse could use a nap anyway. Ah, the berries are not a problem. Like the snakes, better scare them away with a stick or move them with a hook. Protect your hands. The little ones won't eat you, but don't get bitten. Sure, let's do it. Let's go outside and forage the berries. The innkeeper knew what he's talking about. You put on the gloves and look through the bushes. Doesn't take long before you notice the first serpent lying on a rock somewhere in the thicket. Creatures are not large, and even some of them hiss at you or slither closer. The jabs of the hook keep them at a distance. Alright, gather the berries, go back to the inn. You return to the courtyard. 2 of the guards are participating in a friendly skirmish. Put the fruits on the counter. Nice. Like I said, I rarely have food to spare, but feel free to ask if you ever stop by. You may be lucky, and I've been cooking my whole life. Thanks. And how did that old hook of mine work out for you? I see you still have your hands. I give him the hook. I'm fine. What do you have for sale? Let's see. We don't have any coin. We have what, 5 coin? I don't know how many quarrels we have. We only have 5 coin. I feel like a box of soap wouldn't be bad. You know what? Let's just do it. We'll buy some food rations. We'll buy a box of soap. We'll buy some quarrels. Okay, let's see. So we can rest here. Armor. He's a boy, maybe 15, wearing crude outfit of farmer. Greetings. The man raises his head, but it's a boy who speaks, focused on his task. He ain't talking. Tell him what it is what you need. The man smiles in confirmation, looks at the piece of garment in his hands, then looks around, shrugs, and returns you with a raised eyebrow. Maybe not right now, but I may need your services. Raises his clenched fingers to his shoulders and gently spreads and lowers them as he's taken off a road. He follows command, allowing to properly inspect your gambit. After a few minutes, he gives it back, then reaches for his pouch. He pulls out one dragon bone, shrugs, then another one, and waves both of them in the air, pursing his lips. He makes a few speech-like noises with his empty mouth, groaning what sounds like, I don't know. What? Cool. Alright, seems like we're looking pretty good. I mean, we don't really need a rest. What time is it? 12 hours before dusk. I mean, can we just travel? Might as well. I mean, we're looking pretty good. Let's see. It shows us everything that we can do there. Safe water source. Hold on. Go to the well. You need 3 pieces of bathing equipment to get more out of this place. The oak ash soap can help to make you cleaner. Might as well. That took a few minutes. Okay, let's travel. Might as well see what's going on. We'll go west. Few caves, find ambush spots, keep an eye out for any sign of life. Nobody needs to be sneaky. The ruined village. You need to ride around the palisade. Searching the ruins may take a lot of time. The broken gate in the north will lead you to the village. The sound of a gentle river reaches you from the east, where you see a saggy fence surrounding an overgrown pasture. Behind the burnt building in the east, you see an oddly barren field. Broken logs and planks are charred, while the wooden walls are rotten and covered in moss. You see no ashes or dust, proving that the fire happened long ago. It smells awful, and there's no reason to stay for long. Okay, can't really tell anything. I don't know. Southwest, buildings some of which have collapsed or made of wood, now charred and rotten. You find the remains of clothes, furniture, odds and ends. Only one object seems to be a used basket-like fish trap made of vines and willow branches. Got a fish trap. You feel a slight aching in your stomach. Where do you want to go? Explore the northwest. Neo doesn't want to approach the large ruins in the north. The terrible stench of feces and rotting food scares you off as well. It's daytime, so the pack should be asleep. If beasts were active, they would try to scare you off or hunt down your mount. This is their territory, and once they wake up, you'll face a fierce enemy. Are we hungry? What's going on? Oh, maybe the nourishment will go down? Because that's replenishing it by 2. I'm only down by 1. Let's go to the main square. Let's see what's this building. Why is my stomach hurting? I don't know. Kind of weird. You step cautiously toward the scent of urine and sweat. The flickering candlelight shows you broken furniture. You consider pulling the other door when a masculine voice proves that your presence is not unnoticed. I deny what it come to this, but stay where you are. Whatever you put inside, be it a shoe, a hand, or you damn thinker, it'll get a bolt. Let's see. I'm the new Roadwarden, let's talk. Well, we can talk, we can, but how's that you chose this place to visit from all that there are? Maybe you're telling the truth, so let's say this. My little ballista here is all pulled and ready, but you won't do anything stupid, right? No running, no jumping around, show your hands. You lean your axe against the door frame and move and make sure that your knife is well hidden. The scavenger is sitting on a blanket in front of the tent, pointing at the floor with his loaded crossbow. Not a short man, though, a bit skinny. He's tan, dark-haired, and has seen his share of struggles. His clothes are untainted by vanity. He's barefoot in a dirty linen shirt. Alright, we're not a threat. Now don't get too homey. It's the only place here that's not just ashes and debris, and I'm not sharing it. You better ride ahead. Already piled up, but whatever has rotten. I saw your horse. Maybe you could help me. What are you looking for in this place? You don't sound like you're from north. Wow, a lot of options here. I was wondering what caused this place to collapse. Look for another Roadwarden. I've never met him, but for sure heard the name many times. He vanished long before I get to the coast. First people were asking about him. Now they think he's dead. I'm hungry, so damn hungry. Can't hunt or fish with all these 8-men around. Can you share something, Roadster? Maybe a drifter, but wouldn't beg if I'd not lost my bags on the road. Take these cereals and crackers with some water, you'll have a gruel. I may even boil it. Without you, I would have to run after birds with my ballista. But I'll need to save the bolts for the 8-men. Now, Roadster, if you have questions, ask. I'll say a lot to make you get me out of here. The village makes me sick. Me too, and the guts and the thinker. Gets easier with time if you're patient. Must be the air that smelled death and 8-men piss. Why do you want to travel now? I was in Howler's Dell, the closest village to the east and north, and people there are nice, you know, not like old Pagos. I need to stay here, but since you have a horse, come back tomorrow and help me return to Howler's Dell. How about it? I just need to know if the road is safe as it can be, I mean. What do you want me to do? I need you to make sure there's no danger hiding on the road from here to Howler's. This ballista has hit more beast skulls than I have fingers on. Never lost a finger, Roadster, only the toes. Maybe to prove it, he starts to count on his fingers. So, see if the road there is clear. Then come here tomorrow, we'll pack my stuff on your horse and move out. Don't come here when it's close to evening. We're going to need 3 hours on our feet. Even sleeping time next to an 8-man tribe is safer. Why Howler's Dell? If you want to go south, we should travel a pelt to the north. I mean, I see a point, but I've never been there. Can they afford my iron? Do they have means to pay for it? I need coins to find a handy bunch that will walk south with me, and I need a new staff and bolts. I had a chance to take a look, though. It's a large inn, a safe one. They seem to be rich and have enough hunters to guide you south. You can use iron to barter. Well, it's a shorter path, I guess. Fewer spots to get surrounded by corpsers. If you're sure it's the best option, fine. I'll trust the Roadster's judgment. I don't work for free. I'd also like to learn more about the villages you visited. Find a seal, I'm going to escort you. Thanks, Roadster. Just come tomorrow. I'll make it worth your time. Have you heard about the bandits? I think they're in the north or east, stuck to the western road. Sorry, can't help you. No hidden treasures? Okay. Time for me to leave. Aw, the taste of gastric juices hits your mouth, your forehead hurts, you start to stumble. Neo word by the sight pokes your head with its nose. We are not going to push through the illness. Leaning on your mount, you go outside, keep your mouth shut. After a few minutes, your eyes get clear. Yeah. So we still got like... So we can't even travel anymore. Wait. The path leading west from here ends at the edge of the field, shifting into a meadow, then a forest. In the north, you see a path leading around the palisade. I don't have a way to investigate. No tracks. Shouldn't enter the forest. I inspect the clearing in the west. Alright, so we're up here now. That's where, like, the animals and stuff were. You suddenly realize there's something else buried among the kelp, a rusty sickle sticking out of the ground, a couple stone axes and hoes. Spend some time with a fish trap at the bank? Said there was a lot of fish there. Okay. Alright. So that's going west. Wait, how much time did we have left? Let's see. 9 hours until dusk. My name's AZ's, used to be a fighter. Let's see. Something spooky? I'm guessing it's talking about this tree. It's saying it shouldn't be alive, but it is. Neo's peacefully observing the dark grass and slapping flies with its tail. Whatever it is that you feel in there, it's clear that your companion sees the place through very different eyes. I know there are dark forces hidden in here. I ask the right for a vigilant eye and a bright soul. Let's do that. I don't quite trust it. Let's look in the water. Once you get closer, you start breathing again, since you don't know any of that drink. While the water is dirty, it's also shallow. You see the vegetation, swimming insects. Let's look at the roots. I do something with it. We get, okay. So he's got hair. Pull. Oh, the root doesn't resist your touch and you can easily bend it. You hold it tightly in your hand, sink it into it, just soft pillow. You feel it's warm. Chop. Probably not a good idea. Here, let's quick save it. Oh. Let's not. This seems like a good thing. What is your sacrifice? How much food do I got? Oh, interesting. Neo! Prayer. I don't know. Let's just do it. Food. Okay. I don't have anything. Alright, how much time? We still got 8 hours. That barely took any time. So let's go north, I think. Here's another village. You slow down among the shrubs, a small pack of dragonlings. And a large settlement. Okay. Let's wave to the guy. What is this? First village I reached was Howler's Dale. So this is like a little history, I guess. I wonder if it goes all the way around. Welcome, traveler. If you're new here to make trouble, Howler's Dale welcomes you. We have the whitest flower there is. What? When he bows, you realize it's a well-practiced performance. If it's new garments you're looking for, you can order everything you need right here, in all colors, shapes, and sizes. Capes, boots, vests, robes. So if you're yourself a master of the needle, I can assure you we have the fabric you're looking for. This is new. It helps me patrol the roads. You can pet its side if you want, but no sudden movements. City folk, Hey? The mayor's busy, but I'll ask her. Give us a moment to let you in. Just give me a moment. Strides away before he finishes his last word. Common sound, eh? Hey? That's Howler's Creek. The guard, like most of the locals, is taller than you. Wide but shallow, there hasn't been a flood in years. But Pa told me there used to be them bridges. Bridges. Neighbors crossed it with boots in their hands. And 'tis clean like a raindrop, but there are many fish. I wonder what accent he has. She can come now. A friend of mine is in labor, The mayor wants to be there when the child arrives. See, not a place like Howler's Dale. The guard points in every direction, giving you no time to contemplate. The sweetest honey, the most fragrant bread, the softest wool, and the beer, it's excellent. I mean, second one's not too bad. Gotta be humble, right? One wearing the purple's the mayor. Need a spot that they're near. Young woman is cleaning empty mugs. There's a wide wooden roof right next to the gate that shelters carts, crates, and sacks. Now, love, the mayor titters. Don't get distracted. She rubs the meal off his face. A few more spoons and you'll get help papa in the kitchen, eh? She gives you a radiant, though apologetic smile, then turns her attention back to her companion. She's shorter than most people around, though would still be the tallest woman in most northern settlements. I wait. So we have a Roadwarden again. Please sit down. Flowing water hits silently. The rocks and wooden stakes surrounded the aisle, then splits into two stream beds. The mayor observes your outfit carefully, maintaining a polite though cool smile. Once your eyes meet, she hardly ever looks away. I'm sure you're hungry. My husband will bring us something soon. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Hunger makes me peevish, and the day is too nice for that. As we're waiting, be so good as to help me understand something. If you're but a mercenary, I can imagine a single reason for you to choose this realm for your wardening. And as long as after Asterian's disappearance, the Nay's glory or treasures to find here. They want the peninsula. We'll portray it as an opportunity. I appreciate you're coming with a carrot, not a stick, but when it comes to the guild, there's always a catch. Sure, can ask you to trust me, but I'm not hiding anything. Even if I were eager to put trust in the words of a stranger, your honesty has nothing to do with the truth, necessarily. So she looks like she's doing something. She swings her hand above the table. Another year goes by, and while there's more parchment, the village lacks some crops. Guess what? With a haunting laugh, she straightens up and spreads her arms like someone in third age. Turns out that the village can't say no anymore. They lack supplies, seeds, and land they can't refuse. I nod. She's right. It's better not to say anything stupid. Sure. Pause doesn't linger for long. I see we understand each other. Let's finish the introductions. I'm Thias, one of the keepers of Ape Ale Inn. I assume it would be convenient for you to take my answer back to Hovlevin. Say, when could we expect the first caravan? After winter? Nice, we got fed. Alright. Truth be told, the guild is not sure what the peninsula has to offer. It's going to take more than your village to convince them. Understandable, but you won't find much in the other tribes. Things stay humble, but are starting to look brighter. The harbor is full of life and the kids grow strong. So tell me, AZ, how's Hovlevin? Let's do the first one. Alright, so we got a lot of things here. I'm hitting about an hour so far of playing this, and I was kind of interested in escorting that guy, so let me see if we can kind of speed things up here. If you guys like what you're seeing, let me know. Maybe I'll play this some more. Kind of an interesting game, kind of relaxing, not too bad. I think it's interesting, would be a fun, it's just talking this much, I can tell it's making my voice a little strained, but I don't mind. Let's see. I was in the ruined village south from here. I don't even want to think about their tragic fate. No one negotiate with the wrath of the herds. I better not find you upsetting my neighbors with these sad questions. It was a challenging time for all of us. Oh. I was in Pelt to the north. The innkeeper feels uneasy about Glossia's band. Are you sure? It's the first I've heard about it. Glossia has been around since years back, but she's not much of a nuisance. I'm just a messenger. Well, I can't give you my answer. I want to ask our hunters to endanger their lives in the pursuit of some gossip. I could ask around, learn more about this. She sighs with an exaggerated relief. What a splendid idea. There are only 3 villages in the north. White Marshes, further north by the western road, Gale Rocks, and creeks in the far east. Bring me news from those places and you'll get my answer. That's a fair thing. She lets out a brief chuckle, but her eyes observe you carefully. How much are you being paid, if I can ask? 2 dragons. I'll pay you another 2. Fair? Fair. I wonder, back in Hovland, did you spend any time in Backwood Corner, Dirty Alley, with muggers working? Am I actually like dictating what's happening in this place? He explained that while the place is still called the bad part of the city, the Boarhead makes good coin selling beer and ale to students, mercenaries, and adventurers. She sighs with relief, puts her left hand on her hip. Comforting, don't you think, that there are these places, these dark corners where you can always find what you expect? Living there, though, that sounds awful and always was. Bet the thugs of my youth are no longer around, so I wouldn't count on them giving me a free pass. I wish I could have a chance to drink a mug or 2 with the innkeeper once more. Cute. Oh, we can ask about the tree. You mean the beholder? The guardian spirit of our wetlands. I'm glad I didn't chop it. Every fall we bring it our gifts and return it provides us with blessed fruit, the flesh of the forest. It's older than the oldest books and the oldest thoughts. The druids help us honor its sleep and show us how to ask for its help. Neither of these rituals would be of use for you. Wait, was I talking to the mayor? I thought I was. Yeah. So let's see. We got 6 hours. Any rumors? Alright. Any interesting guests? Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to travel back down, I think. Go to the pelt to the north. Can I just, like, whip there? Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's see. How do I go to sleep? Wait, that's weird. Why can't I sleep? Axe throwing? Sure, let's do it. Even though you get 2 points, the Guardian Yellow gets 1 more. Lame. Goblins. It's weird that I can't sleep. Even though it's got a picture of a bed. Nighttime shelter, I see. Daytime rest. Well, let me rest. Oh, I can wait. We'll just wait till evening. Better get to a safe place to sleep. I have no coin. Here, let's see something. I don't have anything he'd like. Nice. Alright, might as well sleep on the ground, I guess. Or on the bench. Oh. Your thunderous roar. Furry paws placed on top of the walk. I need to help them. My team has no time to worry about outsiders. Ah. Okay, fair enough. Any leftovers? Not today. Okay. Alright, so let's go see our friend. I think we're gonna go pelt to the north. They're gonna... Okay. You move forward, slow down by having to secure the bundles on Neo's back. After half an hour, the man asks for a break. Well, sweetie, what he needs to buy and how much? He hated the damn place. I prepare my axe. Here, let's quick save. Better hold your ground. I turn toward the man. What's your plan? Not much to plan here. Just kill as many as you can, and if we're lucky, the rest will tuck their tails and scat. Interesting. I can't pick that. The man's... Ooh, I'm getting dirty. The man's arrow hits and stops one of the creatures, but it doesn't buy you much time. For the next minutes, you slice and dice whatever you can hit, filling the air with screeches and feathers. The sheer number of opponents overwhelms you more than once, and it's difficult to keep pushing them away with your free hand. Judging by the painful shouts, the scavenger is struggling, but still alive. Finally, it all ends, though not because of the lack of opponents. The 2 creatures you butchered are on the ground, but the others, some of them hurt, have enough strength to run away. Your fine gamison keeps you in one piece and still in decent shape. A man spits on the ground. May apes and ibexes bang this place day after day. Roadster, we're a fine team, ye and I. Let me draw your ballista and we can move forward. Let me draw my ballista. I just smile and try to ease Neo's thoughts. Better keep moving. Cool, we did it. Got a little dirty. Man introduces himself quickly and asks to be brought some water from the well. Thank you, Roadster. I need to ask the innkeep if he has any soap. Not gonna chop off my damn arm. But like I told you, if you want your coins, you have to come back tomorrow when my pouch gets heavier. I would prefer to give you the potion that repels 8 men instead. I'll take the jar. I'm not gonna lie, Roadster, it's pure troll urine. Don't ask me how I got it, eh? If you want to scare off some 8 men, use it before they see ya. Trolls eat them all the time, so they stay away for as long as they can. Interesting. You got troll urine? Nice. So is he in here? Nice. I'm assuming we don't get those 5 coins, which is fine, but I'm going to end it here. Definitely an interesting game. I'm going to have all the details in the description of the video, so if it's something you're interested in, got a nice mellow game, nothing too bad. Probably be fun to play on a Steam Deck or something like that. I usually don't go for the visual novel games, but this is kind of my kind of game. A little RPG, survival, kind of just exploring, so... But anyway, I'll leave it here. Let me know in the comments below, like the video of course, if it's something you like seeing, or just appreciate us on the channel. You know, let us know what we're doing here, what you like. Leave some comments down below. We always like talking to y'all. But as always, this is Nathan. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I will see you.